gamers. Today, we're going to be doing two things. Number one, we are going to be talking about the Crucible, which is the new mode, the new game mode, whatever you want to call it. Now, I have been gone for 2 weeks, so it's okay. This came out like a week ago, but a lot of you guys maybe don't follow the news all the time, and I'm your news anchor. Cutie patootie tutti fruity booty. So here we go. We're going to be covering this that has more info about the new mode, and then some leaks about the new DL to the C. So let's get into it. And I've heard a lot of good things about this one, by the way. The upcoming release of the Dynasties of the East expansion on November 4th, that's the release of the DLC. Age of Empires 4 will introduce an all-new single-player roguelite RTS experience built from the ground up for replayability, the Crucible. This is something you guys heard me yap about for like 3 years, that we need replayable content. And they kind of try that with the historical battles, but in Art of War, but I feel like they didn't quite hit the mark. You know, it was more like you complete it, you get the best goal, and then you're kind of done. At least that's how I felt about it, right? So this seems like they're pushing it to the next level, and I think single player content in general is extremely important for any game, not just RTS game, for them casual players. I'm personally the most excited about the Crucible, even more so than the new civs or whatever the new patch notes they're going to bring. Players will face unpredictable enemy waves, randomized objectives, and unlockable upgrades. No two matches are the same, and each decision shapes the path forward. Whether you're defending your wonder, let me zoom in for the boomers in the back. Whether you're defending your wonder, unlocking powerful perks, or testing your endurance, the Crucible delivers an exciting twist on traditional AoE 4 gameplay. Pre-order now with a 15% discount. I wish I had a code for you guys, but I don't. W. But if you pre-order, you get 15% discount. There you go. Owners of the Fires for premium will get this initial cost, jump in a lot. Okay, there you go, puggers. Setting up your gameplay. The thunder of hoof beats. That has to be AI written. I mean, who talks like that? Come on. The thunder of hoof beats descends on your base as you hold against hordes of enemies. Your carefully constructed defenses crumble and burn around you, but it doesn't matter. You've survived long enough against everything that could throw at you, and you won. Your valiant final stand started 45 minutes ago when you first selected which Crucible mission to play. There are 4 to choose from, some 4 missions. The pirate-infested Mediterranean waters of the Byzantine Empire in contested coastline. Facing down the 3 mighty clans of the Sengoku Daimyo in Daimyo Dynamics. Hunting bandits and dodging man-at-arms at the Holy Roman Empire in Forest Lords, holding fast against the mounted hordes of Mongols in Watch Your Step. Well, this kind of says that facing down 3 mighty clans of Sengoku Daimyo. So I'm assuming you're in one of the missions you're fighting Byzantine Empire, in one of them you're fighting Sengoku Daimyo, in one of them you're fighting Holy Roman Empire, and in one of them you're fighting Mongols. We got a pretty picture over here. Okay, we like that. Looks cool. All right, love that. You then selected your civilization. Whether you want to challenge yourself with your favorite civilization or relax while experimenting with a new civilization is up to you. When picking your difficulty, you have 8 options to choose from, all the way from beginner-friendly, easiest, to more relaxed and casual levels of easy, intermediate, and hard, into the pushing challenges of hardest, ridiculous, outrageous, and finally absurd. Those looking for further challenges can also unlock the special Conquer mode on difficulties hardest through absurd. Okay, I appreciate that they're giving us like some actual like information, because in the previous DLCs that they go like, we'll have a new game mode and you can fight enemies, and it's like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like what are we talking about? There's 8 difficulties which is very cool, by the way. And I hope, I always say this, but I hope that the hardest difficulties are actually hard. Historical battles were supposed to be that, but they were kind of easy, okay? Once in-game, you're greeted by your civilization's wonder. These beautiful buildings are your main objective and must be protected at all costs. For the next 45 minutes, the enemy will throw everything they have at you in an attempt to tear it down. Even though the enemy civilizations are set per map, okay, so this confirms it, the units they throw at you will change every playthrough. Outside the initial militia wave and later boss waves, each wave is randomized as the match progresses, culminating in hundreds of enemy units, all intent on burning one to the ground. Okay, so let's unpack this. So the civilizations are set per map, which means that the 4 civilizations I mentioned earlier are the ones that you are fighting, okay? But there's 8 difficulties, and then you can play whatever civ you pick. And every map you play, you have a wonder that you need to defend for 45 minutes, okay? The units they throw at you will change every playthrough. This is big, because if I remember, historical battles it was always the same pattern, right? Outside of the initial militia wave and later boss waves, each wave is randomized as the match progresses. Okay, so I guess the first wave and bosses are always the same or always the same waves, but everything else, every other wave is randomized, which I love. Culminating hundreds of enemy units intending on burning your wonder. So I'm assuming they're just going to beeline to your wonder and just attack everything on the way there, right? Oh yeah, these are the boons. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me remove this so you guys can see. Camera, boom. This is the mini map, and this is one of the maps. So you start straight on the middle, and then there's, I'm assuming the enemy is coming from there, there. You can see something there, but it's not showing anything. You can see red already here. This is your wonder. And there's a market over here on the bottom, okay? The boons are something that it looks like this game just started. Yeah, you can see the villagers are AFK. So the moment you load into the game, you get to pick a boon, and you can see there's 5 different ones. So I'm assuming through the game, you're getting to pick more boons, which are basically like buffs you get throughout the whole game. Permanent garrison. Outposts, keeps, and town centers permanently have all available garrison arrows active. It sounds like they're billions? Yeah, kind of. This seems really good. I'm taking this. I haven't seen the other ones. I'm taking this. And also keeps, like you make a keep, you can garrison 15, so your keep will shoot normally plus. Oh my god, the red palace. You think it works? If you have a red palace and this, does it shoot to 20 arbalest always? All units permanently heal 45 health per minute. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty ass. Compared to this compared to this? Are we serious right now? Depending how many units are arriving, no, like I've played their billions a lot, okay? Usually if there's a large amount of units, you kind of hold with like either siege or buildings or walls or whatever else. 0.075 health per second is pretty meh. Especially if you're getting attacked all the time, you know? But it does say permanently healed. So this doesn't mean out of combat, but I'm not convinced by this one. This one seems a lot better. Holy Smite, gain an ability. So we're Age of Mythology now. Gain an ability, Holy Smite. Strikes 5 random enemy units in a targeted area for 1,000 damage each. Okay, I have a question. Is this a reusable ability? Is it a one-time ability? Because if this is a one-time ability, I'm taking this for sure. If this is a reusable ability and there are bosses, I mean, you could take this for a boss. If you get this one at start, I'm taking this one for sure. But maybe this one is better later to like snipe siege or something, right? Aside from the innate skill and tactical brilliance you bring to the table, you'll also be gifted baboons through the match. These baboons enhance your abilities and range from simple caches of resources all the way to a brief duration of an unkillable army and other powerful effects. Which baboons you're offered change every time you play. Okay, devs, please update this. If there's like, let's say there's like 50 boons on release, like just every few months add another 10 or 20. You know what I mean? Just add shit to it. Just add more boons, maybe add a map, add co-op, you know? Okay, here we can see the map. Don't forget side objectives. Okay, so we see a lot more stuff here. Defend your wonder. So the game just started. Bronze, silver, gold. So 45 minutes is the gold. Optional, claim the relic card. This is a relic card right here. Mobile relic card that provides a large buff to nearby units based on the number of relics contained. Monks can pick up and deposit relics into the card up to maximum of 5. What does it give though? A large buff. What does it give? Health, damage, fucking lifesteal. You know what I mean? That's something we need to know. But if this is an optional objective and you gotta kill shit in order to get it, I'm assuming it's something good. Let me remove the camera for you guys. So this is the map that we just saw earlier. This is that map fully revealed. So what do we see here? So the enemy attacks from there, there, and there. This objective, this card is here. That is giga far away. So this card better be fucking worth it. You know what I mean? Rebuild the bonfire. Which I'm assuming is this right here because it has a hammer. And then it has an exclamation point here, which is like, I don't know. There's an army there or you gotta go fight it. But another thing that I'm noticing, these things, you see these things right here, they were in historical battles and they were resources you could pick up. So this is probably just like 100 food or 100 gold or whatever. I mean, I don't know what number, but it's like amount of resources you could just pick up. There's boar, deer, this is your wonder. So there's a lot of these parts. You see this? It's like yellow surrounded by red. So I am assuming this is camps like this one, except it's not an, I mean, this is an optional goal. But I'm assuming these camps are like, you kill the units and then you get the units inside of them or something, because there's a lot of them, but not every camp has them. Like this camp just has boxes around it and shit. So I'm gonna go on the assumption that this is also randomized, like the map stuff. And if it is randomized, that means you're gonna have to scout and be like, ooh, there's a unit I can free here. And then you commit yourself to attacking there and whatever else. So that's pretty cool. Fucking love that. If you're bold enough, you can also attempt to clear the optional side objectives and numerous points of interest that populate the maps. They're also randomized each playthrough. Okay, there you go. These are also randomized each playthrough and are well guarded but offer bountiful rewards. Some examples include champions held captive who will join you if freed, or powerful siege camp with a thundering barrage that could be yours to control. Champions held captive who will join you. So I'm assuming that this guy is just like a strong unit that you can free up by killing the enemy units. How strong it is? Well, we'll see. Powerful siege camp with a thundering barrage. Wasn't there campaign ability like this? The one where you like call up a bombardment and it just fucking kills everything? I mean, that would be pretty good to have if that's it. You win! Now what? If you've survived 45 minutes, you'll be met with victory, where you'll have the choice to return to the main menu and play again, or continue in endless mode. Note, continuing in endless mode offers nothing more than bragging rights, okay? If you've reached one of the medal milestones, bronze at 25, silver 35, and gold at 45, you'll be rewarded with perk points to spend in the Crucible perks menu. These upgrades, once purchased, will persist through all your future runs. Some options include faster production, pre-built buildings, more fucking scouts, or even an option to re-roll your boons in-game. Okay, so basically the perks menu, this is something I talked about in one of the previous things. It looks like it's gonna be just like experience. If you reach, no matter what difficult you play, if you reach bronze, silver, or gold, you'll get perk points and you can buy perks outside of the game for all your future missions that you're playing, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, another screenshot. Crucible masteries? Oh shit, okay. Test your medal and command mastery in Crucible. All mastery challenges are active at once. Oh yeah, and can be completed out of order, okay. Gain perk points about completing each mastery. Okay, so survive 15 minutes in endless mode. So this is basically survive up to 60 minutes, right? You get 1000 XP, which is like in-game XP for the levels here at the bottom. And then this is the perks points thing. So there's like another way, I guess, just to get points. All in all, this mod aims to blend the joys of single player comp stomp with the longevity of randomized experience that gives you unique opportunities and challenges each time you play. Challenge yourself to reach higher difficulties, aided with or without perks, and even attempt our hardest challenge, Conquer mode. All this awaits you in the upcoming Battleground of the Crucible, available in the Dynasties of the East DLC on November 4th. Wow. I'm actually, like I said, I'm excited about this the most because I think it has huge potential to bring a lot of casual players to the game, and I am all up for that shit. Now let's move on to the leaks. And when I say leaks, not like I'm about to discover something that I'm not allowed to discover. This is, I think, just screenshots from people who were at Gamescom. But you're watching it for the first time right here live, even though it was posted 2 days ago. You've never seen it. Just pretend you've never seen it before. Yeah, the sad part about the Crucible is not co-op, and I hope they make it co-op. Shahi Walls. Fourth improvement. This is for Ballista Elephant. This is for the Tughlaq Dynasty. Upgrades this Tughlaq fort with a springle displacement, increases arrow damage by 2, arrow range by 1 tile, adds another default arrow, and unlocks second level of the assigned governor benefit. Increases health by 1.5k and fire armor by 4. Okay. So one thing to note, Tughlaq forts have, what was it in one of the screenshots that we've seen? They have 2,000 health or 2,500 health. I'm assuming their damage sucks ass when you make them, and then by basically upgrading them, you're making them into what normal keeps stats are, right? So it seems that you're getting a lot of different upgrades and a lot of different I mean, you're getting second level of the assigned governor. Those are the governor bonuses that have like 3 different levels. Health, fire armor, I mean damage, arrow range, another default arrow, and sprinkled emplacement. The question is, can you make this in feudal age? Or is this castle age only? It's 500 stone in 30 seconds, which is actually pretty quick, considering what the upgrade gives. Red brick bastions, fort improvement. Oh, this is just the next one. Okay, so the next one is 1 minute, 500, 200. Upgrades the fort with boiling oil, cannon emplacement. Okay, now this is a weird one. Increases garrison, arrow range by 1 tile, arrow damage by 2, adds another default arrow, and unlocks the 3rd level of the side government, and increases the health by 1.5k and fire armor by 3. Okay, so now I'm confused because boiling oil is castle age upgrade, but cannon emplacement is imperial. So this either means that you can only upgrade the first one in castle, or it means that when you upgrade it, you can upgrade it in feudal age with sprinkled emplacement, which no other civ can do, right? You can get a tier 4 Japanese TC in feudal. I mean, that's also true. Stonewall Towers. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so probably you can do this in feudal. I mean, if you can do this in feudal and you upgrade it, I mean, that's really strong, but it's also, I don't know what the cost of the fort is, but the upgrade is, I mean, 500 stone. The Tughlaq info they specifically said it's not limited by age. Okay. I don't know what the cost of the fort itself is, but 500 stone in feudal age is quite a bit. Like, I don't think you're gonna make this and then like rush it to level 3 or something, because that's 1,000 stone and 200 gold plus the initial cost for the fort. So this just means you upgrade it again, and we can see the last level. Pepe hands. Reinforced armed ballista. Upgrade ballista elephants into a list. What is this? Is this someone's head? 240, 600. No other civ can upgrade their springles into elite springles, but because their springles are ballista elephants, I guess they have the elite upgrade, which I'm assuming gives them all stats, like including health and all that. These are the Macedonian Dynasty. Bro, what is this? Is this guy naked? That's Whammon? Oh, okay. I thought it's just some random guy and the screenshots are getting caught. That's funny as fuck. Okay, Ridari, 130, 110. So these are the Macedonian Dynasty heavy melee Varangian cavalry. So what was the deal with them? You can't make them in feudal or something? Or you can, but you have to have a landmark, right? Something like that. There was one in the Hippodrome. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Light melee Varangian infantry. Infantry best used against mounted units. Attacks faster with nearby Varangians. Anti-cavalry specialists. 70-20. Additional damage against elephants weakening. Okay, so this is just a spearman that attacks faster with nearby Varangians, and it costs 10 food more. I wonder if it has more stats or not. Bogmadger, 40-50. This is the archer. Range infantry with good damage versus unarmored units. Has an ability to pierce enemy armor for reduced move speed. I guess that's why they cost 10 more food. So they're going to have an ability that has an ability to pierce enemy armor for reduced move speed. Okay, so there's like a disadvantage. I mean, archer with an ability to kill armored units seems really good. I'm not gonna lie. So they have crossbows, hand cannoneers, all normal. Okay, love that. Sharpening stones increases the damage of all units by 1. This is Macedonian Dynasty. It costs only silver. If you guys don't know, Macedonian Dynasty is the Byzantine variant, and they don't have oil, they have silver. And it looks like this is just a blacksmith upgrade. I'm assuming increases damage of all range units by 1. They have 6 tiers for their blacksmith upgrades. Oh, you mean this? Wait, so you can go up to plus 6 damage? But no university upgrades. So their blacksmith upgrades cost only silver, but you can go up to plus 6. Wait, when you say no university upgrades, the damage, like incendiary arrow and shit? Because if that's the case, I'm actually not sure if this is better or worse. Imperial Hippodrome. Acts as a stable. Champions emerge from the trials of the Imperial Hippodrome until each one spawns. Champions ride auras that increase damage of torches, enhance damage of cavalry, and inspire infantry to move faster. So this is in one of the screenshots. You can see like this, you're able to make units, but then there's also like special scout and the other guy and then the other guy. Yeah, like the Bannerman kind of vibes, yeah. Cistern of the First Hill. Charge is an ability used for boosting the work rate of military and research buildings. If used on a mining camp, lumber camp, or farm, begin earning 160 gold, wood, or food per minute. Last 60 seconds and holds 9 charges. Okay, I have a lot of questions about this one. Boosting the work rate of military and research buildings. How much? Right, if it's like 200%, that's pretty fucking good. If used on a mining camp, lumber camp, or farm, begin earning 160 gold. I mean, it's not per minute. It lasts 60 seconds, right? So you just get 160. If you use it on a mining camp, you get 160 gold, right? It's written a bit weird. Like, you get 160 gold over a minute, but you're not getting it per minute, like, for the rest of the game. The question I have is, can you, let's say you have 9 charges, can you use all 9 charges on the same mining camp? Because if you can't, then you need to build like multiple mining camps so you can use this on. And I'm not gonna lie, this seems like it's gonna be very difficult to manage. Like, unless there's like an automatic way to use this landmark seems very difficult to use. I mean, I don't know what the recharge time is of the flask thing or whatever. I mean, if it's 30 seconds, that means that this landmark gives you 320 resources a minute, but you have to use it manually. I just think this landmark is going to be very hard to use at low levels because you got to actively use it. Bro, people forget guild hole, which is just click once. This is, you got to click it all the time to use on stuff. That seems rough. Greek fire projectiles. This is probably for the Macedonian Dynasty, right? Their business. So they also have Greek fire, Macedonian Dynasty. Oh, this is the, okay. This is the Macedonian Dynasty foreign engineering company. Nest of these nuts, hui hui pow, royal cannon, prolonged siege, and another upgrade here that we don't know what it is. Oh, here, prolonged siege. Siege units will deal 10% additional damage for every 10 seconds they're set up to a maximum of 50%. And it costs 1,000 silver. I don't know how this one's gonna play out, because the obvious one is trebuchet and pow pow, right? Also, you can get this on mangonels and nest of bees if you're sieging the opponents and you just put siege like mangonel and nest of bee on hold, they will get the buff up, right? For every 10 seconds they're set up. Like, it doesn't say they need to be active or shooting. So you can have mangonels and nest of bees with 50% extra damage. That seems very strong. I don't know how usable this will be like in high level games, but in games where there's like technicals or technical like sieges and like you're trying to landmark snipe, this could be really strong. The question is, how much is 1,000 silver? Like I said this before, I don't know what the silver income is gonna be like. So like, is 1,000 silver little? Is it a lot? Because if it's a lot, do you really want to get this? I mean, probably not. Roman fire, 500 silver. Sprinkles gain 15% attack speed and engulf their projectile with fire, creating a patch of Greek fire after impact. Okay, this is, okay, that seems good. I don't know if you guys know, but from chiropractor, Greek fire, that shit does a fuck ton of damage. Like, that shit ain't no joke. Sprinkles getting 15% attack speed on top of roller shutter triggers, and then they have Greek fire. I don't know how it is in practice, but this sounds very, very strong. Polutasvarf. Each Varangian unit that is present for the destruction of a landmark or town center will award the player with a boon of silver. I mean, I can see this for FFAs. Again, this is like numbers, right? It's like, what is boon of silver? Like, if each unit gives you 10 silver, shit sucks. If each unit gives you 100 silver, okay, maybe not 100, but you know what I mean? I can see this being used in FFAs. This being used in one-on-ones would be fucking stupid as fuck. I don't see this being used ever in one-on-ones. Unless this boon of silver is really good. Okay, so we have more info here. Oh wait, it's not roleplay. Emperor Basil II employed Varangians to defend against revolts fomented by Byzantine nobles arriving on ships from the north, blah, 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 blah. The Macedonian Dynasty mints silver as a unique resource to spend at Varangian arsenals, that's their blacksmiths, sharpening their blades and honing their skills while they protect the emperor. Okay. Villagers, difficulty 1 out of 3, by the way. Is that for the Civ? Varangian silver technology. Villagers discover abundant galena, what is this? Deposit among gold veins and stone outcroppings and extract silver as a unique resource when mining from them. Villagers extract silver equal to 50% gold or stone mined. So you get 2,000 silver from 4k gold. Varangian arsenals generate influence from mining camps to begin processing silver over time. The amount processed is based on the total amount of silver deposited. When you make a so if I'm understanding this correctly, if you make a mining camp and immediately make this, if you drop off 4,000 gold, you get 2,000 silver, and then you will get income per minute based on how much silver was deposited from mining. That's what I'm understanding here. Varangian smithing. Research unique military technologies at the Varangian arsenal for silver. Replaces the blacksmith and university. Macedonian Dynasty can exceed 3 tiers of military upgrades per category. It costs 150 wood. So every time you make a mining camp, you gotta make a fucking 150 wood blacksmith next to it too. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Okay, here are the upgrades. Okay, so yeah, okay, so they have 8 upgrades, not 6. Wait, how many do you usually have? Wait, no, you usually have 4. Yeah, you usually have 4. Well, you have 6 with these two, but they have 4 extra. But they have 6 upgrades you can get, and there's more upgrades here. Increases the damage of all melee infantry, 175 silver. Okay, this is important. Read what it says. Read what it says. 175 silver, melee infantry. So this is not +1 melee units, which means this is +1 melee infantry, and this is +1 cavalry damage. And then this is +1 ranged attack. What is this though? Oh, okay. Increases the armor of all melee infantry by 1 and health by 5%. Ooh, so you are getting university upgrades, kind of. Wait, hold on. Increases the armor of all melee infantry by 1. So you get, wait. So you get 1 armor upgrade and 5% health. Increases the damage of all ranged units by 1. 275. What's the cost of the other ones? So this one is 175. This one is 250. This one is 275. Increases the armor of all ranged units by 1 and health by 5%. So your ranged units are getting health upgrades, which no other Civ does except Abbasid, right? Increases the damage of all cavalry by 1. Increases the armor of all cavalry by 1 and health by 5%. Increases health of all siege units by 5%. Increases... Wait, what? Okay, I'm assuming this is supposed to be building health by 5%. Yeah, I'm assuming this is buildings and this is siege. Wait, this seems quite strong actually. I didn't. So you get 1/1 upgrade and 5% health times 6. So you end up on +6 armor, +6 melee armor, +6 ranged armor, and +30% health on your infantry, range units, and cavalry. But you don't have incendiary arrows and elite army tactics. Now, I don't know how the damage breakdown works for the incendiary arrows and elite army tactics in terms of bonus damage. Yeah, I mean, if this one is 250, I'm assuming the next one is like 400 or 500. So I don't think you're gonna be getting like +6 in feudal age, right? These upgrades could not be found in tech tree due to bugs. Okay. Wow. Shout out. Oh, here. I didn't even see this. I thought you mean here. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Upgrades cost silver, 2 upgrades per age. Okay, so that means, let's decipher this. Macedonian Dynasty is gonna fuck you up in feudal age, because you can get +2 ranged attack in feudal age. But it also means you can get 10% HP on your... That also means you can get +2 armor on your spearmen or horsemen or whatever. Yeah, that's the question. You're probably gonna need to mine a shit ton silver for it. So I don't know how viable that is. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see, right? If you're watching on YouTube, I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Check me out live. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube basically every day. And if you're watching live, let's keep going.